Right, that's definitely it. So yeah, again, I wasn't able to share the link, but I may just do that now on my other phone. So we are, well, I'm not late. I'm usually this kind of time, but JC has never been here so late in his life, and he is there with P and John and Sam. But let me just, I'm going to share the link from my other phone. Yeah, that is kind of biggish.
It's going to be bank holiday.
I've heard of her.
You thought you were?
I've heard of her.
I've heard of Lucy.
Oh, I like her. Don't.
Lucy, we miss you.
Right, now let me try and...
I actually didn't cry. People actually cried. I'm surprised I didn't cry.
Well, no, I remember I was... Yeah, I was... Martin, someone's here, thank goodness. I can't see the numbers, it says 0. I'm just trying, Martin, love, now it's just me, you and Tommy. Oh, and 2 other people. I'm here to... We were celebrating a little bit, the christening, obviously. That's the new man in Christ there behind me. Right, can we... Yeah, so he's a new man and a half. Can we just... Nitto on the secular chat. No, I'm joking. Oh, I'm trying to do 16 things at once. As you can see, it's going swimmingly. Thank you for asking. 2 seconds, everyone. I've got to share the link. Bruv. I just can't. Brubs. All right, Harriel. 2 secs, babes. All here. Shoot. Soz. Oh, joggers. What a libby.
I'm 90 kg right now. I want to stay there.
I can't do it. I don't know how to do it. I can't do it. I thought I could do it. I can't do it. So that's all right. And like I say, there was no coffee after the christening. There was wine. It would have been rude not to. Potentially the second glass was a bit of a liberty on my part. Anyway, we're in the park and this is what I can see. Oh, how do I turn the doings round? I can't see anything. Oh, no, that's no good. Yes, right. So that's the gang, because the rest of them were coming by different means. Saw Bob, but he's not coming along today. Somebody else wasn't, but Chris will be down, and etc. Others. So either way, yeah, here he is. Deck chairs. I forgot my receipt from last week. Okay. It's all getting a bit carried away. Right, I don't know if you can't see them properly on the screen, but that is the...
Yes. It's too early.
That's heresy! Right, yeah, there's a load of people doing their thing.
Hey, but,
you're right,
Hey, but switch it so the family knows, like...
I am, I'm not showing them what I can see. Hey, there he is. There she is. There he is. There's the man of the hour.
Yeah!
Boom! Alright, Troy, what's happening, babes? Right, let's get into this shizzle.
Open air asylum.
Jude! So-called Junior! Yes!
He's there, he's so teensy, he's near us, man. I see a hand come up like a Guinevere. What is it? In the lake with King Arthur, the arm comes up.
Oh yeah, the lady of the lake.
Yeah. Right, there's Jude, everyone. There's a very fetching waistcoat over there. Loving the waistcoat. Right, it's Christopher speaking to some Muslims. There's Si. Right, I'm going to go and walk about, kids. Don't do anything I want to do. If you find anything, tell me and I'll do it. There's Usman surrounded by just cameras, not really people. Because who needs that in their life? There's people. We're still praying over there for the artist formerly known as Moses. There's more people. There's more people. There's quite a few people.
So who's right?
It's quite peoply. Anyway, more of them. More of them. There's Joshua. I've got a little topic that I'm going to speak about in a minute. What's happening? I just got here. Yeah, I'm all right. Oh, straight off the bat. Go on then.
I made that. Don't say that again, okay?
It's I married a 3-year-old. I wasn't going to say it. You see me post.
My name is Saeed.
Oh, I've never known that.
I call you Kay, call me Saeed.
I've never told you I committed like such a heinous crime. So...
That was a joke, okay?
Yeah, it wasn't that funny.
Forget it.
No. Anyway,
It's another.
you can't tell me what to do, can you?
No, I could tell
Excellent.
you. Don't call me this.
No, you could ask me, but you
Yeah,
can't
I'll ask you,
command
I'll ask you.
me.
No,
I'll
of
think
course,
about
of
it.
course.
I'll think about it. Anyway, what's your question?
It's another what they copy and paste.
Oh, nice. Yeah. He knows, man. He's just bringing up a
You know, I
street
always do this.
Yes,
you know.
I do.
You-
You've learned from Modine, like a good one.
Okay, you always say
Right,
that Jesus said, "Don't hurt a little girl."
No, I've never said that in my life. I've said it's better for a millstone to be tied around the neck and to be dropped into the ocean than to hurt one of these little ones. That's the quote.
Yeah, that's what I meant. How do you explain this?
Go on.
This verse in the Bible
What's
says.
the reference first? Is it on your copy paste screenshot? Is it Old
You
Testament?
want the reference?
Yes, please. I just want to know if
It's a
it's
very
Old or New
famous
Testament.
verse. The verse
Old
that
or New
says,
Testament?
"Kill everybody and keep little girls for you."
Yeah. It says unmarried women or women who have not known a man. Yeah, that's Old Testament, and it's Second Samuel.
But it's
Yeah.
God said that.
Yeah, would you like me to explain to you? Because I have done it previously.
Let me recite the verse
It's all right. You
first.
don't need to recite anything. You could read it. You don't
No,
have to recite it. You haven't memorised it.
People need to know.
No,
their,
these people are
their-
Christian. No, you can't tell me what they need to know. So this is the exegesis for the verse that he's speaking of.
It says-
So yeah, I know what it says, bro. They hear it every week.
Spare
I've gone
for
through it with
yourselves.
Shanzi.
Give me the chance
Nah.
to say.
Nah.
It says, "Spare for yourselves every girl who has never had a relationship
With a man.
With a man.
Not with a boy. So we're talking about
a man.
girls who are old enough.
And
Anyway,
another verse say,
mate, I'm just going to step back so I can actually tell these people.
"Who never known a man intimately."
We've got that bit. We've got that bit. We know. Either way, so the destruction of the people, the annihilation of these peoples is what's being discussed. So obviously the fighting aged men, the married women, etc., they're all to be wiped out. And in this respect, those who cannot propagate the tribe are to be allowed to live. So unmarried women and young girls have not yet propagated the tribe, meaning they haven't given birth to, they haven't been married to members of the tribe and had children of that tribe. So if they are taken away from that tribe and married, not sex slavery, married into Israel, who's going and conquering them, then because the bloodline at that point in Jewish law came through the father, there will be no more of the Amalekites or the Midianites, if you see what I mean. So it's not about sex, it's not about young girls.
Are you sure?
I'm 100% positive.
Okay, what's the need for mentioning any little girl who
It doesn't
hasn't?
say little girl.
It does.
It doesn't.
Shall I
You,
read?
you
wanna
said
read?
young a minute ago, now you're saying little.
Yeah.
It says who has known a man. What children
It says
have not have
women, children. It says.
Yeah.
It says young girls.
Yeah, but the children, hang on a minute, whoa, he's literally on Google. Oh, no, he ain't, he's on Bible. But he's,
King James.
No, I don't want to go through different versions of it. I want you to pick a number, go with it, and look at the other verses. And I'm exegeting it right now if you were listening. You want it to be an admonition that paedophilia is acceptable, but I'm trying to tell them the actual truth, which is that it's about not continuing the tribe that is being wiped out. If the bloodline membership of the tribe comes through your father, yeah, listen to what I'm saying, bro. Then if your father is still an Israelite and your mother is from this new tribe and has never had a child before,
you're justifying
I haven't
this?
finished it. I'm not justifying anything. I'm just talking about the Bible and I'm exegeting it. You smile all you want because you're snaky. Either way, I'm telling them. Look at the big smile on his face because he thinks, oh yeah, oh no, will I sleep at night? It's not a nonce passage. It's not paedophilic.
Your God.
My God, I'm so glad you know he's not your God, because your God said he is my God.
Your God
God's an
command
embarrassment. Yeah.
pedophilia.
Excellent.
Where?
No, he didn't.
Where?
No, he didn't.
He said
no, he
get the little
didn't.
girls
And do what? And do what?
and
You don't
sleep,
read
sleep,
on.
sleep.
All you look for
Where
is
did he
donkey
say that?
dick and little girls. You're a wrong un. All right?
This is-
Bye now, lots of love. God bless you. You're a wrong un. You're a nonce apologist.
Well
It makes
said,
me
well
feel.
said.
Thank you very much. Sorry, I just walked in and he's just like, oh, I can't do it. I can't be doing it. I can. Those 2 glasses of wine may have just been an overstatement on my part. Either way, in case anyone's hard of thinking like him, or in case anyone's just joined, it's not about take these young women and the girls are referenced as children. It's not about take them and sleep them, take them what your right hand possesses, take them into sex slavery, take them and do what you like, because it just isn't. If you carry on reading, it's to be married into, and the whole point is that they won't be bringing children with them who are of the other tribe. Because of the male patrilineage, those are the people who have to be wiped out. The tribe is no more. However, unmarried women and children who are female, who will grow up, and at this moment they're unmarried, because it says have not known a man, doesn't say who are capable of having, penetrative sex. Either way, I just see Billy. Either way, it's about getting rid of the tribe, but keeping who can be salvaged, as it were. Anyway, hello, sir. John was baptized. No, you fibber. You weren't going to our regular spot. I got all the way there, and I was like, "Where's the John?" Oh no!
I waited outside.
You're breaking my heart. No! Why would I be going to Sainsbury's for a drink? We were going. I was going to the pub where we went for coffee.
I broke my heart.
No!
I waited for her talking.
Shut your mouth! No!
I did honest.
William! No! But
You can't be trusted.
listen, you can ask my ex-boyfriend. The point is, I can be. The point is, I never intimated Sainsbury's is not befitting your status. I would not take you to Sainsbury's for some, convivial conversation. I would obviously take you to the boozer. The pub.
Oh, you wouldn't hear.
You're a Scot. I can't believe you didn't hear that. Oh, Billy waited. Oh, no. I'm good, how are you? I can't believe it. Yeah, John got baptised today, Bill.
Sorry?
You know John, the tallish one with the deep voice. He's one of our, ragtag bands.
One is he from Ireland?
No, he's a black fella, South London. He's got dreads, but like little picky locks. And
He was here last
Yeah,
week.
he's here. We just came from him being baptised.
He's all right.
He just got christened, I'm trying to tell you.
He's what?
We just came from the church, he was baptised.
That's not so, huh?
Yeah.
Well, there's not been long saved there.
Well, a little bit, but there was a lockdown. And they had a water gun, but it wasn't. No, joking.
Well, I was at Westminster Chapel this morning, and there was a baptismal service. It was a great meeting. It really was.
Yeah, we just had one.
But I also sing the old hymns. And
We sang a couple of belters. We sang Amazing Grace,
yeah,
and
that's what he really sang as well.
I can't remember. There was one with a bit of repetition, but I can't remember. But it was good.
Yes.
It was good. And then we went out because Bob was there and he wasn't coming to the pub, so we were forced into a pub. I struggled. I fought valiantly, and there I was then with a drink in my hand.
The Lord knows.
Yeah, he does.
He does.
He lets me off a lot.
Understands everything about
I know
us
he does.
and our weaknesses.
Someone this morning gave me a verse about cut your hand off and pluck your eyeball out. But I'm going to do a stream about it. But but it's such a shame when people aren't fully aware that that your sins are forgiven. Like that, God won't remember them, let alone be, And there's no going to hell. But all right, fair enough. It's better to have no hand than to go to hell. But if you're saved, you're saved, and then you're saved.
I don't believe you can lose your salvation once you.
See, I don't believe you can lose it as in. So I don't believe it can be taken, like no one can be snatched. But when Paul says, if you now become circumcised, you are severed from Christ and he will avail you nothing. I think that if you try and get around Jesus's thing and do it yourself,
That's right. No, and you had one circumcised, one of them, because he wanted to pacify the Jews, and it was a chance of preaching the gospel to them. So you can understand.
Yeah, Paul says circumcision or not being circumcised is just adherence to the law.
That's right.
But we're not under the law, thank goodness. I can't be doing with all the tassels and the bacon sandwich boycott. I can't do it. I like a bit of.
What do you think of the Queen?
I think it's very sad. I think it's historic.
She was a lovely woman.
I think she was. I mean, it's not for me to say, but she seems
I
genuine.
believe at heart she was a Scot.
You're harking back now to Victoria. She had a bit of Scot in her, but
Her mother was
I
Scottish.
can't believe I just said that.
Her mother was Scottish, and there's been more Scottish and English kings and queens than England.
Is that right?
Yes. And
Just because James VI was James the but don't you can't start sliding in people like that.
No, and John Knox saved Scotland. He was, that's why it was. We got a better reparation down here.
How
This
dare
was
you,
Protestant before Scotland.
I know.
Mary, Queen
We
of
always get the
Scots.
news first.
And that, we want to take that high wife of ours away from her. She's ruined him. She really has. That's petticoat government ruling supreme. Isn't it? Well, I won't keep you back.
Well, I'm going to keep you back. I'm not streaming for ever so long. So if you've got time for a tea, I won't let you out of my sight. No Muslim is going to distract me from my mission of having a cup of tea with such a distinguished gentleman. I'll catch you in a minute, Bill. JC will have a drink for you down that end if you want a bottle of water. All right, I don't know what you said, but it was funny, probably. Right, let's. Oh, sorry. Yes, so I had a whole stream sorted out in my head about the plucking eyeballs and the severed hands and that, but then where I've had a little livener, as it were. I don't know what. Yeah, I've had a drink, so I feel like maybe now it's not. It could be the time. It could very well be the time. If I get hit by that stick accidentally, madam, how dare you?
Kay's gonna beat me up now.
Well, I won't say beat you up. I just no, mummy. Excuse me. But I don't know why I'm walking over here because they've just like sectioned off my benches. They're not my benches, but I felt an affinity with them. Oh, I need coffee. I'm not going there. Right, do you fancy? Should we walk out and get coffee? Right, I'm going to go over prep quickly, but can you run in because there's music in there and I can't stream. Yeah, no, or you hold this when we get there, whatevs.
Oh yeah.
P will do the stream. I'm not holding it, I need to...
Prep.
Thank you, oh my God. I don't know what you're agreeing with, but jolly good. Carry on. Pardon?
No, do you want me to hold it?
Not right this...
At prep.
if you like, or I can give you the money and you can go in and ask him for a filter coffee for me.
Yeah, that's
You're a superb representation
Wow,
of
okay,
Christian
it's gonna
charity.
give me money.
Yes. Why do I owe you? Hang on a minute. Right, so yeah, it's quite warm. You want to... All right, Bill. I want to say this. I would say it privately, but they might watch the stream. But the music choices that we just endured in the car. What can you... Well, he wasn't even born when half of these club bangers, let me tell you, and musical...
It was crap music.
It was, thank you.
Crap.
I mean, I know crap music when I hear it. I've been to Europe, but this was like, Jesus Christ, it was like, I don't want to like offend anyone, but no, please, Jesus, that sort of thing. I was shouting help from the window at one point. John was seriously contemplating self-harm. Where you been, Colt? Oh, I got you. Oh, I let you off then. I thought you'd been accused of something. So he's got a suit. He's got a tie on. I thought he was up before the beak, as my granddad used to call it. Right, anyway, so let me show you lovely... I love you people. Let me... Big finger in front. Right, so this is Marble Arch coming out. I know you all know. I know you know. You're like, hey, get over it, mate. You're not a tour guide. Oh, this tune, I really do need the techno remix to come out soon. Because, I hope I don't get no copyright. I mean, I can't say it's, yeah, anyone? Used carpets for sale? Right, these are humans. Shocking things come out of your mouth, love. Right. Thank you, they heard it the second time now. Let's get on. It got warm all of a sudden, is it me? It's because I've put a jacket on. Right, anyway, this is a road. This is the correct side for the traffic to approach. Take note, Americans and Canadians, please, and Germans, and all sorts of other made-up driving system places. Anyway, back at the ranch, as it were, that is Marble Arch. It's a bit like Arc de Triomphe, except that we started this shizzle. So anyway, that's it basically. I'm happy. I'm glad that I did that big build-up for that. They took away all the flags that used to be there in the fresh air bit, but now They're at half mast. If you can see, that's a long way away. I'll show you some of the. They're at half mast because, obviously, because the Queen has passed away. There's the dark. Look, there's the, you know, the big fat sheikh. Look, he's lost a teensy bit of weight. He's there sitting down with a two-tail arrangement. Freaker on. I'm going to get one on the way back. No, I always do, just so someone else can't have it. Some unsuspecting innocent. Take that curse upon myself. Right. Oh, right. I'm going to pretend to be a responsible adult. I do a good impression occasionally. So I'm going to cross at the crossing. I don't want to scare any foreigners among you. But this time it's coming from the other direction because we're still on the right side of the road, as it were. Or the correct side, I should say.
Oh,
What?
you used to be taught.
Oh?
Stand on the right side of the road, walk on the right side of the street.
Oh yeah, no, that yeah. That when you're walking in public, it's keep to the right,
Yeah.
as in like on the tube and that. But I'm saying the correct side, it's not the right side because they might think driving on the right is right. You see what I mean?
Oh.
Ah, up here for thinking, down there for dancing. Right, let us pray. No. Oh, we could in a minute, but I need coffee first. Coffee first, and then everything. Okay, so I will get to your questions if you've got any. Oh, this is P, Ivan. Her name is P. Well, that's her initial. Oh, we're leaving it there because of death threats and other charming things that happen to ladies as we call them. They might, but you just might not know. YouTube normally holds mine, like deletes the comments, so I get the notification, which is a charming thing to have at 7 in the morning. And then when I try, you can't report it because they've already wiped it out. Right, let me get my doodah. Wallet is what we call it. How's that? Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. No, I want you to go in and get it. I just want a regular filter coffee with a little bit of milk, and that is it.
Wait, regular?
Just a normal coffee. I mean regular as in normal.
Yeah.
No fancy schmancy, just coffee flavoured coffee
Yeah.
with a little bit of milk.
Milk. Cappuccino.
No, not.
Just plain normal
You're
coffee.
such a almost millennial. Just ask them for a filter coffee.
Okay.
That's literally the whole entire order. No mochaccino, frappuccino,
All right.
skiddly widdly. Let me
Filter
just
coffee.
get a filter coffee, please.
With
Thank
a
you.
little
No,
bit of
yeah,
milk.
that's the one. Little bit of milk. Oh my goodness. And when you try and pay with cash, watch their faces. Oh, I've got change from my chip shop foray. It ain't that much, but there you go. Right, thank you, darling. Much appreciated. Oh, look at the little cutesy. Oh, sorry about the angle, me and the dog. What's happening? You all right? Sorry, I'm just in disarray here. I was forced into a pub before I got here. It's touch and go. I mean, I didn't call the police. I just went along with it to keep the group happy. So I have to have a coffee before I. Yeah. No worries. I'll see you in a bit. Right. Oh, it's enough warm. I'm going to go and sit in a plant pot, as it were. You can't see it. You can see it now. And now you can't. Oh. And now you can again. Right. I can't see anything about. Oh. Eat something. I know, James, I've had sausage and batter, babes. I don't want to just flop it on you like that, but I did have a sausage and batter. Didn't touch the sides. I think maybe the grease is not the best thing to soak it up, as in water and oil don't mix kind of thing. The coffee will work wonders. But now I have to roll it. Oh, life. Right, let me see. How do I? Sorry, how? I'm just trying to read the thingies. Real coffee. Yes, Harriel. No pretend coffees. No. Is it Hakeem? I'm so sorry, I can't read it properly because it's not dark enough. No, I'm not Catholic, so I'm a Protestant. So yeah. I have seen, no, my church is very fancy schmancy. They don't do any cake baking or, Weight Watchers like on a Wednesday. They just, it's a cathedral. But yeah, there's not that I know of, but I have been to churches where there'll be like a poster or something, like Wednesday stuff like that. Harriel, we have got some brilliant, still extant crimes on the books. We've got some bangers. It is, as far as I'm aware, unless they've rescinded it, illegal to eat Christmas pudding on Christmas Day. Oh yes, in England. What else? I feel like at one point it was decriminalised to kill an Irishman on Hampstead Heath on a certain day, in a certain set of circumstances. I'd have to look that one up, but I'm pretty confident that was the law. Of course, in Britain, unlike America or the Americas or in the Commonwealth, we have, our rights aren't given to us, our restrictions are given to us, if that makes sense. We're not, our rights aren't codified in the sense of like a constitution. We do have constitutional law, but we have various documents and acts of parliament that make them up. But on the whole, ours is like a more punitive, as in you cannot do this, as opposed to you must do that, because, you know, look at Canada. Compelled speech is like, it's not a good look. It's not good. It's not good. Thank you, my love. Now I need a filter and some proper music to get my whole. I feel like you won't run away with that change. Keep it towards, I don't know, the music, the ear therapy. I need to roll this cigarette, and I have only one brain cell firing at this moment in time. So sorry, everyone. I can't think.
You want me to hold?
No, I'm not admitting defeat. Don't be ridiculous, darling. This will not beat me. No way. I've rolled cigarettes in many circumstances. Right. Give me 15 seconds and I'll be able to read your comments. She fibbed. Or she was hopefully suggesting. Right. Here we go. And it's the glasses of wine that really... It's not the selfie stick. It's the sorry about the angles and the seasickness you may be experiencing.
Something I didn't drink.
Yeah, you don't drink. Sure thing, babes. You was... Martin succinctly summed it up last week outside the pub, or 2 weeks ago. Right. Oh, where's my handbag strap? Pack. Right, that's it. Right, can you just hold my coffee for a little while and I'll be your best friend? Thank you. Lots of love. Cheers. Right, now let's get back to the ranch. Why do Muslims... Okay, James, because it says so. Well, because he said so, Muhammad. Somebody asked him, it's a hadith, it's not the Quran as far as I'm aware. Somebody asked him, a group of women, I feel like, went to ask him something or other, because there's so many thousands of stories, like, and I don't actually care. But, yeah, he said that the majority of the population of hell, he didn't say that, I've just corrected his grammar, is women. What else? He said that women are deficient in mind and religion. I mean, bun him, as it were. Yeah, so why? We're not told. I mean, maybe because they were stupid enough to marry him, more than one of them. Just throwing it out there. I don't really know why. Because, you know, I don't know why. But probably narcissistic, misogynistic, kind of like delusions of grandeur. A lot of them don't see it, James D. A lot of them are not told. A lot of the things I share with Muslims, like in day-to-day life, if I don't know, if I can be bothered, if it comes up out of my mouth, they go, don't say that. No, that's not true. And then I find it and they go, oh, like, you know, that's the best scenarios. They go, oh, I didn't know that, and remain amicable. But other ones are a little bit more upset. You could say, oh, they just start like desperately backpedaling and, you know, trying to justify it when a minute ago they were adamant it wasn't true. Right. Oh, I've got to go for this music again. Music. Did you not get a drink? Did you not want one?
They didn't have any cold drinks. No ice.
Oh, no ice. Don't be silly. It's only £17 a drink. I mean, why would you want it? Why would you want ice? Right, nearly there, and then I'll take my glasses off and I'll be able to see your comments. Sorry. And then I'll get me coffee, then we'll sit down. I don't know where we're going to do it. We might go to a bus stop if it comes to it. Deck chair. Right, let me just show you some traffic. There's too much wind. Not for the traffic, for the lighter.
and see if you will.
James, I can. I just saw that one of the Christians was talking to. Christopher was talking to two Muslims. I have spoke. I don't. The reason it's not because I don't, as it were. It's just because there are so few, and when you do, they tend to get men coming and telling them like, "Oh, move away." There's a couple on my channel. I wish I could beatbox. I need David Wood at a time like this. They go to give the flyer and then they see me. We're going to sit down at IC3. I'm going to IC3. Not for being sociable, just for the chair, basically. Right, let's have a butcher's. James, this is a teensy-weensy corner. Yeah, there's millions in London, literally. We've got more people in this country than I think. Yeah, either all of Canada or definitely all of Ontario. Right. Over by the chess set, darling. Oh. Where has he gone? Some people are so like leery. You alright, babes? Yes. Oh, everyone, it's four. I don't even know what it is. It's 4-person chess, and it's also a checker in the middle for some unknown, unvouched for reason. And I'm on a deck chair. Well, not a deck chair, but like a canvas thing. So if I just go scooting out and down, that's fine. Okay, so any questions? Oh yes, Andrew, sorry, I don't know who is. Yes, James D. Yeah, this is I didn't realise you were on. Yeah, sorry, this is Hyde Park. It's one of the royal parks, and it was 150 years ago this year. It was enshrined in an act of Parliament that in a certain corner, up to a certain section of the grass over there, it didn't actually say free speech. That wasn't the sort of colloquialisms. It says to hold forth, meaning to speak about what you will. And over there, you can't see it, just behind where that police van is, kind of thing, over the road is the site of the Tyburn tree, Tyburn. You can Google it and you'll see an image, quite a famous painting as well. And that was the site of a noose, a hangman's apparatus of capital punishment, and a lot of Catholics were martyred there at one point. So yeah. Did I just see him or no? No. Someone was just saying K for fun. Pie. Oh, please? Does that say or pie? Please. Is that what you're saying, Jane? Oh, is there someone with that name? Oh, I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, the police only just passed through just to look busy. Right, who's that there? We have no... Who's we? Harkirat? Who are you talking for there? Because Mary or Jesus... Jesus is God. I mean, not the triune nature of God, but he's the second person. But Mary is in no way divine. Catholics don't believe that either. So I'm guessing you're like Sikh, something like that. Just from your name, really. Oh yeah, Sikhs, I thought so. Yeah, see, that's the problem. If you have no problem with that, that's a Muslim idea. That's a Muslim incorrect idea, an incorrect assessment of... I feel like maybe one heretical text of around about that time, because Muhammad, if he existed, got a lot of his info. Maybe his name was Jibril, but he was lifting it out of heretical Christian texts as opposed to, getting the message. Oh my God. But he's here all week, everyone. Right, I'm just going to put the selfie stick thing down so I can drink coffee and smoke a cigarette, because that is my want in life. Thank you, my darling. You're very honest. I'd forgotten about it already. Right. Oh, go on then. Oh my God. What are you waiting for? Surely you've got a kettle. Please, Jesus. Well, I imagine you have. I mean, I imagine you're the kind of person who buys a lot of coffee outside, so you don't have to press the little button and pour the water yourself. James, are you speaking to me, babes? I don't know what you're going on about. But if you're talking to someone else, yeah. James? What, dear? I don't know what you're talking about, James. James, are you talking about Christianity? There's a surety There's no scales business. Only scales on the eyes and the ears. Ah, got ya. Just double check it because I thought you were having a seizure, my love. Right, do you want to go in chess? Shush. I wouldn't beat you anyway, but still. I wouldn't have told anyone.
You know, in like a computer.
Yes.
Yeah, they had like chess and computer.
Yeah, so you can play.
No, I didn't know. I would just press random stuff.
Got ya.
So if I got like killed, what I would do is Control Z.
Usually, this part in the red section is the board. So these pieces would all be there. The aim initially for the opening gambit is to sort of like dominate the middle 16 squares. One day, I got it online as well. I'll invite you. I invited another one of my friends and they never ever accepted. So, I mean, it's going well. My quest to teach people how to lose at chess. Right, in the biography, they both worship. Oh, I'm not even getting involved because I can't read it properly because I've got. If I angle myself as there's something black, then I can. Sorry, that is such a dodgy angle, but I've just got to read it on my coat.
I need to
Sorry.
go and give this to.
Yes, I hope so because I thought it was a cattle prod.
No.
I was like, what has she got
He
that?
wants to live stream.
Ooh.
He's like,
I
"Can
bet
you
he
hold it
don't.
for me?"
He wanted to do it last week and the week before.
Yeah. He actually got it today, so maybe.
Yeah.
So I'll go
We'll
and
see.
ask.
He's got my microphones, I know that much. Tell him, remind him. But yeah, I'll be over in a minute once I've drank my coffee. If you believe Jesus is a way, I'm guessing that's because he said so. But what he also did say is the only way. Or no man comes but by me, which means the only way. So it's odd to believe some things that someone said and other things not. I'm just throwing it out there, just saying. And now I'm going to smoke a cigarette because I do. And I don't have to pluck my lips out or my fingers and cast them. I don't have to cut any body parts off whatsoever. No plucking for this chick. Anyway, shall we all come away from... There's always one, like usually it's me. When they say, oh, there's always one, it's normally me they're talking about. But what I find, especially more so on the lectures when I do those, you remember back in the day when I had something that I haven't got at the moment. Yeah, there's always usually a Muslim, no offence, Mr. Singh. But yeah, just coming in, just bunnying, just to, deflect, distract, that sort of shizzle. Hyperbole, love a bit of hyperbole, armour of God. Yeah, no, I know, but I've exegeted. I've got it on lock. The person who sent me that, I feel like they should be rubbing their hands that they've still got, they haven't cut off together, because I'm going to fix their whole existence in like, boom, I'm going to sort it. Might even do a whole video on it. I was excited. Actually, my heart dropped a little tidgy bit because I had 5 minutes of being happy before they tried to just put the mockers and the bot on again. So, just oversharing. Don't mind me. Jones said they can't know because Allah guides who he guides and misguides who he misguides, and the 73 sects, they won't know who's right until the end, and then Allah's not going to forgive them anyway. He's just going to take off the sins, even as a mountain, and stick it on a Jew or a Christian. I mean, I ask you. Don't seem like a very good scale to me. No, there's no scale. There's just whether Allah feels like it, James. That's basically the bottom line. That's it. He'll take it, and they've all got to go through hell. All like on a bridge arrangement, and some will fall in and not come out, and some will just be down there for a little quick, like Club 1830, and then they'll be, I think, yanked out by their beards, which doesn't look good for the women. Maybe that's why the majority of women are in hell. Oh, no, sorry, the majority of hell is made up of women. Yeah, good deeds are irrelevant, James, is what I'm telling you. It's if Allah feels like it. Oh, although I think if they save someone from drowning or something like that, what's that, Dave? Then they're in. Like a get out of jail, don't pass go, don't collect 200 straight into Jannah. Business. Oh, always Andrew Martin. Always. Oh, Andrew Martin, did you? Andrew. Have you made that choice yourself yet? Sir, if you don't mind me asking, you don't have to answer because it is a personal question. There's none of it, Ariel. None of it. There's no porno pictures you can get into, and there's no mile-long erect penis. I'm sorry, I don't want to break your hearts. There's no 60,000 little boys. Andrew, I'm going to work on you, mate. Come at me, bruv. Not right this second, but you can. But whatever you're stumbling, are you an avowed? Are you like? Are you just there ain't no God, bruv? That kind of thing, or are you just? Don't be sorry, babes. You're the one who will go to hell. Already. I'm not kidding. I'm not using hyperbole either. Yeah, I think they're based on hell, Andrew. But yeah, Andrew, when you got time, even on Discord, I suppose you could if you don't want the publicity. But let me know what your. If you had to think, what's my reason I don't accept it, and you could put it in a soundbite-ish fashion, then I could try and do some material on that. Yeah. Just as he fancies, James. As he fancies. No, I don't need. I'm not bothered what you preach, babes. You're polemising Islam. That's like, yay. But I'm just saying, whatever your stumbling block to accepting Christianity, like, what is the thing? Usually, people have got a thing. There's a verse or three, and they say, "Oh, that can't be right," etc. But you ain't got to tell me now because you just haven't. Anyhow, Sikhs. What do I know about Sikhism? The Bhagavad Gita, the Guru Granth Sahib. Is it the books? Is that the Sikhs or is it Hindus? No, it's the Sikhs. Mr. Singh, is it the Sikhs who have the books? The prophet. The book is the last prophet. That one. Or whatever it is, the last guru. Lovely food, by the way. Not that that's the thing, but they do feed a lot of poor people. Anywho, we've been sidetracked, but that's fine. What's the question this week? I see freezing. What is truth?
What is true? And on the other side, what do you hate? So there's two questions.
Well, someone's written down the Queen is something. I feel like that.
She was not my queen, so he wrote.
Yeah, but what do they hate that she wasn't their queen? You see what I'm saying? The question is, what do you hate? And they're just randomly Tourette'ing it up on your board.
Do that.
Yeah. It's almost like they've got an agenda.
Yes. Right.
Okay, people, hit me with your best shot because then I can delay the madness for a couple more seconds. But I will be going as soon as I'm taking the coffee with me. But I'm just gonna. Sorry. For anyone who's never seen a cigarette, I do apologise profusely. Yeah, by the way, about monetisation, I asked you last week, it's odd, I do believe you all, but when I looked, the video was not monetised. I feel like that's something with the software, I have to learn how to do it. That God doesn't care what religion you are. For humanity, yeah, no, it's not. But I mean, haram technically is alcohol is haram, but it's not forbidden in Christianity. Go on, James. You are absolutely correct. Right, I'm just going to sit back and let you all roll with you a minute. If I could see the comments better. I don't have my glasses on either, but I'm getting there. I'm going, I promise you. Any minute now I'm going to spring into action. I had to go to bed like 4 hours early, get up 3 hours before I usually do, to be ready and out the door and at the church on time, as it were. Sorry, my brain throws up music, just funny. And that song was, I heard it this morning when I had the message about the eyeball plucking. I can't even sing it now. But yeah, I'll find it later maybe. Aww, thank you, Armour of God. It's very sweet. I might have this. I might take that as you're paying me to tell you the song. But I don't think. Yeah, I don't think you have my sense of humour sometimes. Now it's playing in my head. So typical. Right. Oh, I just realised what was working. I didn't mean that. I meant the video monetised as in how many views. Oh, sorry. Thank you, Rutherford. Is that so? Who's saying that? Tommy, put something in the comment thingy about that, please, if you don't mind. Just for fun, probably, James. Heritage has a lot to play, you know, in that thing. If you grow up in a place where everybody accepts something, you're more than likely to accept it after your teenage rebellious years, obviously. Ooh. I don't know why God made wasps and all that. I just don't know what purpose they serve. Armour of God, for one, it's in Canadian dollars. Let's not get carried away. Very grateful. The same. I mean, I could argue that you owe me much more than that, but I wouldn't. But yeah, it's by the time YouTube takes 30%, I mean, I can send you about £2.50 back if you'd love me to. You'd have to give me an address, an inside leg measurement, a full name, an insurance number, a bank, you know, what does he call it? IBAN number for your bank account. Yeah, the Godhead is God. It's not a person, no. No, it is God. God is not a person. If you think of the three persons, if you think of the word personality as opposed to person, maybe that will help, although I'm not sure how sincere you are in desiring to know. Andrew smashing it, even though he ain't on Team Jesus. He's in no man's land in the middle. Right, I promise you I'm going. Right, I'm just going. I don't want to. I could literally go home, but I'm going to do it anyway. That music just smashed me in that car. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Ooh. It was harrowing. It's the only way I can describe it. I'm not a music snob. I am. But it was bad because the windows were open and it was booming. And it was like, oh no, people think this is my jam, as it were. Right, I am congested. No, I'm all right. I was really, really excited in the church when John was baptised. That was lovely. JC he had a camera. John had a mic on at one point, so I'm pretty confident there's going to be snippety footage of that. So, yeah. Yeah, it's YHWH. Does that come from India? Yes. Oh my God, of course, sir. Boss, should I say. Sorry, let me just adjust myself. Right, and then we go. Oh, sugar. No, let's put the bag on properly. Honestly, I'm a liability at the moment. 2 glasses of wine and a peach schnapps. Right, thanks, babes. People, humans, more people. Right, let's get didn't even say with prayers. Right, I'm gonna do them in my head this time because I'm trying to concentrate on walking and talking at the same time is a little bit much. Right, anyway, talk about yourselves for a sec. Right, I'm back. Okay, so watcher, Captain 17. Right, I feel like I should take Billy and go and get him. So I can't believe he waited for me. Maybe he's pulling my leg. That's another interesting saying, if anyone wants to know. The phrase pulling your leg, meaning joking or, you know, winding somebody up, it comes from over there, really. That culture of hanging people. So the family of those who were sentenced to die by hanging would often pull on their legs to kill them quicker, like to, you know, break their neck, as opposed to suffocation, which could happen. I am here, but I'm just bend it down a minute. So, Charles is here. I see Charles winding someone up for a change. Who's over there? Sam Darwa is in front of JC's camera, talking to Paperboy. Got you. Right, I'll go over there in a tick. James, there's more here than usual, to be honest. But it's whether or not I don't know if I'm in the right actual frame of mind because of, like I say, had a baby. But let's go and see what Paperboy's chatting about. Too lively for me here. I just need to be. Thank you. Let me turn it around. Hold on. Hold that.
Yeah, but that's why we're arguing for 10 minutes about whether he's a scholar. I said, even at the beginning, said, this is not an argument I brought. So
you wait till I finish and then...
The quote.
I thought you were filming him.
And I said...
I'm so sorry. I was in front of his camera and it was facing Chris.
Thank you very much.
There. So, alright, yeah, that's the reason that I'm a camera as opposed to...
That I didn't make it up. This is good words. They recognise his work.
Is that mic switched on? Do you see the light? It's the sunlight. It's just the sunlight. Right, anywho.
He wants to live stream, but I think
wait till I'm done.
private.
Who? Yeah, no, you have to set it to do the settings first. You have to do the settings, but can you wait? Have you set the destination?
Yeah.
Yeah, but can you wait till I finished? Because what's the point?
No, you'll be live streaming something different. I'm live streaming something different.
Okay, there's only two eyeballs on each human, but I'm just going to saunter away now. Yeah, do settings. Right, let us. Oh, Ali, everyone, I can't even be bothered to turn the camera around. He's there somewhere. He's there. Oh, speaking of Ali Dawa, hijab, I'm going to refute my own video with him. Like, give the evidence. Support nationalism, animal welfare and organic food. 14 words. They're a bit much. If you don't know what that is, you're not missing much. It's the nonsense. Unitarian.
This is a man. This is Jesus. In God in him. No, brother, you can use that as a reference.
Well, technically, this is a man, but he ain't Jesus. But anyway, like I said, nonsense. Anyway, John, sorry, I can't do it because I'm going to get involved and everything. He's a friend of mine, but he's lost. Right, I just keep walking towards my seats and they're not there anymore. I'm devastated. That man promised me an extra go on the deck chairs. Do you remember? You was all there. You remember. I bet it's a different man. I haven't seen Asif, by the way. I'm keeping an eyeball and an ear roll out for him, but he is fine, by the way. I've received a message, not Jabril style, I mean on the telephone. Captain, it's slim pickings, babes, if I'm looking for academics. Do you know what I mean? It's not many. Ah! It's my bestie. Should we go for a cup of tea now?
No, right
yes,
now, yes.
Let's all go with Billy. Everyone loves you, by the way, Bill.
You need paper.
Well, we'll wrestle it out, Jacob style, when we get there.
John!
John!
No,
Mutton.
I just need to tell him.
He's speaking. His hearing trumpet's probably deficient. Right. Okay. So, yeah, on the video, you remember when we were stood over there with all the cameras?
Yes.
People, when I put it on my channel, everyone was saying how much they appreciated your preaching. What you were saying. It was. You always do good stuff.
Well, I used to be a preacher, you see, for many years.
Nice.
For 8 years of open-air missions, and I knew open-air work.
Yeah.
But
was that in London?
London, yes. I've been in London and preached at Trafalgar Square.
Nice.
And they all applauded.
Nice.
They applauded. They were so grateful.
Oh, that's good.
If you're sincere and give the gospel message clearly. People are not stupid, you know.
Well, the jury's out on that.
when they're listening, they can sense whether you're genuine.
Yes,
or not.
definitely.
I'm sure that's the case.
No, it is. Well, you can. You yourself know that. I know you know that when the Holy Spirit's got you, it's a bit different to when you're just standing there talking
Yes, that's
anyway.
right.
Do you know what I mean? It's more when you're in the Spirit. I like it when it happens on camera because then I get to listen to it afterwards. I think, oh, that sounds good. Like I don't ever know really what I'm saying until afterwards.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That was a good message this morning, you know.
Yeah.
It really was. I get fed up with all these hymns you sing because you can't sing them.
Yeah.
And I noticed
They're not really belters, are they,
no,
anymore?
And when they've got the guitars, they
Oh,
never move
the
their
drum
fingers.
kits make me just
it's
cringe.
And
Cringe.
there was a big organ there and they never play it.
Yeah.
It's
No, there
wonderful.
was an organ at the church I was at this morning.
Where was that?
South London. I can't say where exactly because
Church of England.
Anglican, but not Church of England. Free Anglican. You know the
Oh yes, there is,
yeah,
there is a
little
right.
thingy.
I think they were quite good.
Yeah, I don't really know the discrepancy.
The same. It's,
No, well, I'm just taking this gentleman to the pub. But go on, tell me, what's that? No, I'm pointing at me. I'm pointing at me. Go on, whisper. Go on, I'll leave him over there. Yeah, come with us. You can whisper it round the side of a shandy. Come on. Right, see, I'm surrounded by Scots. There's no true Scotsman fallacy, but there is a couple. No kilts as of yet. But anyway, if you say it quiet-ish, they won't pick up on you because I've got a right big mouth. But yeah, we're only just down there 2 minutes walk and then I'm coming back anyway. Oh, this business. You don't want to buy a carpet, do you? No? Just can't give them away. Oh, sorry, I'm marching away. Billy's on. Yeah, no, I don't want... No, not after last week. Might lose you in the crowd. Can't believe he was waiting. Sorry, love. It's all right. Everyone gets all spasticky when I come towards them because they think I'm filming that way.
Today. That's a shame. I like when Paddy's there.
Yeah, I know him. Yeah. Maybe he's just having a day off.
Fiesta.
Yeah.
You know, when I was in the army, I ran.
He was in the
that
army,
heavy- I was in Aden, and I ran in the heat that we had here recently. More
The
than
40
heat
degree,
here.
yeah, sure.
And I did the mile and the half mile, and I won 2 cups.
That's probably
in the
why
army.
you're still so
And look
fit.
at this.
Yeah.
I'm the
What do you mean? Look at it that way. That way. That's what. Yeah. He's. Oh,
See,
Bill.
that's what happens.
No. Can't fall onto. Don't go on the floor.
to watch.
No, just keep an eye on the floor. In a dignified way, obviously. So I'm trained anyway. I got emergency and first aid. Not that we're going to need it. I've lost my first aid kit though. I don't know. Someone's had it out of my bag. I don't know where it went.
Oh dear.
That's all right. Hopefully they needed it.
Oh, I've had people back at my home, you know, and they've nicked them.
Disgusting, isn't it?
Where are you from?
North Lanarkshire.
Where?
Wishaw. Lanarkshire.
Oh, yeah. Hello, Worcester. I've an aunt who lives out there. That's a mining
They're having a
area.
sporran off.
It's a mining area. So I'm from Kirton Tiller,
Aye.
8 miles northeast of Glasgow.
Aye.
Oh, this road's a bit tricky.
County Hill.
County Hill, yes.
Right, let us. Yeah, all the. I can't show you the flags. They're at half mast. Take my word for it. Oh, sorry, I was just reading people's comments there for a second. 72 names of God? Is that a Facebook thing? They've got 72 genders. I don't know if that helps. God's got names in the Bible, but his personal name is Yah. He says it. He says that is my name for the generations, meaning
I'm crossing out
for all
here.
time. We can, because I'll fling myself in front of that bus if they try it. Go on, I'm just going to stand here and hold them up.
We'll not be doing say you fell.
That way. No, yeah. I don't mean for a claim up. I mean so you can cross the road safely. Thank you. Right. We'll have to get them to build a pub nearer, Bill. So, see that one? If we could just legally take that one over and get people to work in it again. Right, any theology questions or apologetics while I'm able? Not like Cain and Abel. I mean, I had the ability. Sorry, babes. Oh? It's the second corner down. I don't know how you come out with a jacket and a jumper. You're a trooper.
It's cold there.
Yeah, of course it's cold. Of course it's cold.
Oh, freezing.
You mob are walking about in flip-flops in December, and now all of a sudden in September you're out in 17 layers.
Have you had your jabs? Don't you take them?
No, I'm not taking it.
Oh,
Depends if you're vulnerable,
you're very.
you know. But you might be vulnerable once you've took them. Who knows?
That's a nice jacket you're wearing, I like that.
Huh.
I actually bought it.
They're made friends.
O2 Arena upstairs.
Right.
O2 Arena upstairs. The shop's upstairs. O2 Arena.
You know the big arena, the O2?
Sorry?
You know the O2 arena?
Uh-huh.
Where they do the music stuff upstairs. They've got a
Yeah.
shopping centre apparently.
Looks nice, it looks nice. Light.
That's what you need, like thin, but like if you get waterproof ones, they keep you really warm.
Yeah.
I got one. Right.
Freezing when I got this morning, oh dear me, I thought, how can I almost
Love him.
cut off the
Love
heating? Dear me, the champ's too much.
What eating? Why you got your eating on? You load.
Last winter,
You need an electric
had-
blanket, Bill.
last winter,
Hot water bottle.
I had the heat, no heating on at all.
But that's because you're Scottish. I'm
That's
talking
what-
about.
and
It's definitely not Jewish. I know
walked
it's.
about so the body makes its own heat.
Yes.
If
Well,
you
they
sit-
say heat the body, not the apartment.
That's
If you have a
right.
hot water bottle, you're
Well-
laughing.
That's right, that's the best way.
Oh, it's lovely. I love mine. I couldn't be without it. Love it. That and a coffee and a cigarette. Thank you, Victoria.
Where's your
That's
little
ridiculously
friend?
kind of you. Thank you. I don't know why you're so
P.
generous.
Where's your little
P. She's back in the park. I slipped out without telling her because I had a pressing engagement with a fine gentleman of upstanding moral character, and you, of course. Right. Oh, we're so near, but yet so far. It's always such a long walk. Right. No questiones. No. Nothing. You just want to argue with the Sikh guy. Okie dokie. Oh no, someone else has entered the arguing arena, I think. Mr. Lester. Okay. Alrighty. Let us get a regular, well, not a regular, a sauna. See, if I had Steve with me this week, it'd be 3-1 Scots. But I have my ancestry to back me up. Right. Ah, there it is. Red bricks. We're in sight, Bill. Now watch this step, you. Right. Okay, everyone. We're still.
Was that someone
Who's that? Who is it? Dave. So he said the guy slipped and he said, "No, I didn't fall. I was just trying to break a bar of chocolate in my back pocket." I can't think who said it. It was one of them 60s comedians. We're on the home stretch, everyone. See how things work. Right, I can't believe he was waiting.
abandoned things in the streets.
I know. And it looks perfectly like,
It does, it looks all right.
maybe they use it for shoplifting, they're just hanging it around the back. But yeah, now it's more of a consumer culture. My nan has still got the scissors that her mum gave, like when she got married, they're just steel, like they're heavy duty.
heavy.
Yeah, they're left-handed. That's why I think she probably kept them more. But they still work. Like they're still just exactly the things that she got as her marriage gifts. There was a lamp, big lamp stand, and they're still working. She's still got them. Like they just.
I got two lovely shelves, and the bottom part's all engraved, beautiful things in the dump.
I know.
And I
know.
painted them up, and they're really nice.
No, I know. In Japan, they have. You could just furnish your entire house. They just throw things out like monthly. Like nowadays, even phones. It doesn't matter how much money you spend. After a couple of years, the software just says, "Nah, go and buy another one," sort of thing. But they want you to use a paper straw because of the oceans. But you can buy an iPhone every couple of weeks. or the charger won't work.
Some people like old things and never give them away. They hold on to them, and that's good.
My nan will never throw a gift away, but then she does fib a little bit, Bill. She makes that. She says, "Oh no, so and so give me that," and I think, no one's got any evidence. You just don't want to throw it away. Oh, bless.
Yeah.
I know.
Sleep out.
Oh, it's better to sleep in the day than at night. Although round here it's not as bad as. Well, I don't know how bad it is round here actually. They're giving the condolence in the shop window, and then underneath in big writing, this shop is open as usual. Just in case anyone thought they were closed as a mark of respect. She did like horse racing. Oh, was that the Queen Mother? That was the Queen Mother. She liked gin as well. Yeah, no, we sit outside. It's all right. I'm cockney enough that I'll get us a space. I'll just start talking casually. Let me find a seat. Just coffee. I don't know if they even do coffee. I'm already 2 glasses of wine down and a thingy because I had a christening. As if that's an excuse. Right, let me just check round the corner. So many drinkers in this country. Damning indictment. No, let's get rid. No, but I'm going to find someone sitting, like just a couple of them, and I'm going to use you as a sympathy aid. I'm going to say, I will. Let's find out. Let's see. Yeah, no, I think they do. I'm not facing you, I'm facing this way, by the way. I can't go in because the music copyright's my thingy. But I feel like I've seen. Yes, Bob has cups of tea because he's Bob. So, yeah, they do coffee here. But I'm just going to get you a chair, Bill, now. Let's see. Is somebody using one of those chairs? Could I get it for this?
We're leaving in a minute.
Oh, excellent. Thank you. All right, well, Oh, they've got 2. Oh, no, it's one. Yeah, all right. If you sit down a minute, Bill, and then they're going to go, and then we can arrange ourselves more. They're all going, but we ain't rushing them. So if you just sit down a minute there, get you off your feet, as it were. Yes, James, that's died. He could do that in his sleep. Thank you. Sorry, Bill. I'm so sorry. That table there. I'm getting you at it, Bill. Just checking that you can still run a mile. Right. Thank you very much. Cheers. Right, see, I told you. Did you hear the old lady noise? I tried to keep it down. Right. All right, Jeff. Sorry, I don't see you, but I see your name floating past. Right, let us, and then we'll have a chat to Bill. And then we've got a secret question from a secret person. So we've got to find out what it is. Right. Yeah, give me your sticks. No, I might need them as weapons. Right, I'll stick them there where I can fall over them. That'll be good.
It's all right.
That's it.
No, what?
Don't start. Don't make me wrestle you to the ground. Let the man buy you a drink.
Well, I just have an orange.
He would have a vodka, but you're paying now. What do you just an orange? Or a coffee? Or a tea? Or a fizzy water?
Coffee, yeah.
Oh, just coffee. Please, yeah, I'm going to have to because pretending to be upstairs.
No,
and
you
remember
must
the finish.
You must take something.
No, I mustn't. No, I
You must.
mustn't.
You've got
I have the same argument with my nan all the time. I'll fight you.
Did you?
No, I ain't taking it.
But-
Put your money away, sir.
You've done it before. And that's,
Oh no, never mind. Jesus loves you. It's all good in the hood. Stick it in the collection pot next time. Hang on a minute, what's this?
and does he go
I've
to
got a good
your
review on me.
Does he go to your church?
Who?
The young fella.
This? I don't know him. He knows my face from. He was going to ask me a question, but obviously the phone is picking up the sound and the picture, so he came to Speaker's Corner. So I guess it's just. I said to him, "Come with us," and then he can ask his question. I feel like maybe I know his face. There's so many bystanders usually. So, all right, Robert, what are you saying, babes? Oh, this is ridiculous. Oh, saying hello. Hello. It's T for 2, Ivan. It's not the T. But if you're being very clever, then the for 2. No, I'm just for 1. I'm a one person kind of gal. Just call me a cripple. But there you have it. Right, what are you going to tell him, Bill? Anyone got any questions for Bill?
If you ask me some questions, I might be able to answer you.
Exactly. He's better off answering than he is ad-libbing. But yeah. So you're in the army,
Yes.
and you were a preacher for in your retirement. Was
The
that
open air mission I was with, it's still in existence.
open air? I'll point them us so they can see you.
It was started by a Jewish, what was he? He was in the law, he was a Jewish solicitor, and he saw the crowds of people at bullfights and that, and this was at the down by Whitechapel, and they got meetings
Oh, I know
started.
the Whitechapel mission.
Well, they got started there.
Was it not anything to do with Salvation Army?
No, the Salvation Army
It's just a
took
bit down
over
the-
their site.
Oh, the arms houses.
Yeah, when
where
they
Booth
moved
is,
away,
yeah.
the Salvation Army took over, and we go to the race courses, Epsom, Ascot, Aintree, and Doncaster, and preach on the heath.
Nice.
And I once preached, I'll never forget it. I made a request to anyone who's really interested, if they accept the Gospel of John, with the promise that they will read it when they get home. And I says, no one will buttonhole you, just take the Gospel. That didn't please some missionaries. But anyway, I did
What are you
that,
gonna do?
and they
They'll
were
forgive you.
running around trying to find all the Gospels they needed. There was a big queue waiting for Gospel. That's
That's
the truth.
beautiful.
And it was a wonderful hand of God at that time, you know. And I've also worked with children. And the children's meetings, I taught them.
What's the odds? What do you fancy? Do they do any hot drinks at the minute?
Tea.
They got tea. So
Just tea. Well, that's all right.
a Coke, please. Coca-Cola. Yeah, fat Coke.
And I had children's meetings, and I always had, at the end of the meetings, I'd form a little choir. And mind you, that my supporters were good supporters. One was a Baptist minister. And we had the children singing in the choirs, and it brought the adults in, the parents
Nice.
came in.
Yeah.
So they heard the gospel. And one of the best places I was for that kind of work was Dunoon. We did the open air work on the beach, and the final night it was packed to the door, and a lot of people were American servicemen. They came in with their children. It was just great.
That sounds lovely.
So that was the work I did for 8 years. And but before that, I went to a Bible school in Glasgow, and it was two people from a man and woman from Birmingham. They were business people, and they opened this place in Glasgow. This place to be further educated, and it was wonderful because I had a very bad education, really.
Wow, Glasgow, say no more.
And also, but I learned a lot. It opened my eyes to English and the value of English. Well, that was wonderful because our Bible.
No, that's me.
Our Bible was in English, you know.
Yeah.
And then that was.
What language were you speaking as a child? Celtic? What language? I'm saying English as in. What was it? Latin? Like were your family Catholic, Bill?
No. I learned.
Rangers,
I knew English, but
Yeah.
I get to know the grammar of English and the
I see.
value of English, Shakespeare and
Oh,
that.
definitely.
That's wonderful.